sort of and Sarah Lipson, they were sort of the triumphant three. And when Jane talked about shielding the community and being a voice and a bridge for us, they gave us voice even though we didn't have 4 votes. In other words, every vote during their tenure was 4-3 when it came down to the people. But that representation meant a lot because it was able to create a space for other leaders and other people to step up and be a part of our education system in a way that has really shifted the climate and is shifting the culture. So, thank you, Mark. Our next speaker, Christina Olague, has been a long-time housing activist and another one of those people from the community who has always stood right on the issues. Has always been there at all the major battles throughout San Francisco history in a time when people need people to bring their voices forward, even when it was tough. And Christina Olague has been one of those really strong leaders, so we're going to have her come up and speak next.
And she's the president of the Planning Commission as well.
Well, welcome. I think it's a good sign that I know maybe 10% of the people in this room. It's a good sign that Mark has a broad base of support, and that's exciting. We have a lot of incredible people running in 9. You know, Eric Casada is a wonderful human being, as is David Campos. But our number one choice is Mark Sanchez. And it's not to diss the other candidates, but we know at the end of the day, we as Greens and as progressives in San Francisco can count on Mark to lead this district through all of its challenges, and there are many. I first came here in 1982. My first neighborhood was the Castro. I lived on Diamond and 18th, and that was right at the brink of the AIDS epidemic. And we, during the 80s and the 90s, suffered a lot of losses, I think culturally and politically, as a result of all the losses in the gay community that we experienced. So I think that we have a lot to work on. When I walk through the neighborhoods of the city now, I see a lot of for sale signs where previously we saw for rent signs. The demographics in the city, they're changing, and we have a lot to work on, folks. We've won a lot of battles, but have we won the war? I don't know. And I think the people we choose to represent us at the Board of Supervisors in November will make all the difference in the world. We have challenges, obviously, in terms of funding here in the city. We have challenges, budget cuts to a lot of nonprofits and people who serve communities. We have a lot of challenges in California, and on the national level, we obviously do too. So we need strong leadership. And I believe that with all my heart that Mark is that person that can represent us best because he's reasonable and he's proven that he can work with all sides of people on all sides of the issues. And sometimes we need to be able to prove that. Someone mentioned as they introduced me that she's always on the right side of the issues. I don't know if I agree with that myself. Sometimes, you know, when we're going through politics and we're out there, we're not always on the right sides of the issues. Sometimes we, you know, fall on our faces. We get bruised, we don't always do the right thing, but at least we're learning and we're trying. And I think that Mark is going to be great, and he's proven himself, as Jane said, and we need him. We need him to win in November. And it's not going to be an easy race. There's a lot of great candidates running here. There's great candidates in 11. We have Randy Knox, we have John Avalos, who's incredible also. So, guys, we got to keep the majority at the Board of Supervisors. We're just at the tip of the iceberg, and we have a lot of work to do.